Hello, I'm Michelle Marie Monreal, my maiden name. I am the daughter of Carmen Cervantes Rodriguez and granddaughter of Gloria R. Cervantes. I'm just kind of making these videos, no reason, no particular reason. I just realized that a lot of my stories of my family are going to kind of be lost since my mother and grandmother have passed away. So I just wanted to kind of come on here and share a story, and every now and then I'm going to come out and share another, just so that we don't forget. This was my grandmother. She was a very, very strong woman. She had been through a lot. Her mother passed away when my grandmother was only 6 years old. So she was left to be raised by her aunt, Vida, who raised all three of them, which was my grandmother, Gloria, Mina, and Theofelis, Felix. There were three of them. So this story I wanted to share with you was just about every Christmas. I kind of put up these Christmas ornaments, and I share with my son and daughter what this Christmas and what these ornaments really mean. These ornaments I got from my mother probably the first year that I moved out and put up my own Christmas tree for my family. Look at these ornaments. Look how old they are. Very, very old. Like I said, my mother probably gave them to me that long ago. These ornaments were the way the story goes was that my grandfather, John Cervantes, had just been arrested and was sent off to jail. My grandmother had four children that she didn't know how she was going to provide for. Christmas was just around the corner. It was actually, I think, probably within a week. And so my grandmother was kind of really worried and not knowing what she was going to do and how she was going to face Christmas morning for the children, which was my Aunt Susan, Uncle Johnny, my mother, and my Aunt Stella. And this was probably back in like 1962 is what I later found out, which I found out yesterday because I called my Aunt Susan to ask her to make sure that I was telling the story correctly. So was Christmas Eve kind of around that time, and my grandmother was kind of worried with all the children, and suddenly they got a knock on the door. My mother remembers my grandmother crying and opening the door, and in came from probably like Brown Santa, which is kind of what they have nowadays too. People coming in with Christmas tree and Christmas gifts, and they had Christmas gifts for all of the kids, and they set up this Christmas tree. And on that Christmas tree were these Christmas ornaments that my mom kept, which was just kind of a reminder, to her that, no matter what the struggles were, our family always seemed to make things work. And no matter how hard it was, people were always kind enough to lend a hand to us, and just to kind of realize and remember, like, Christmas was about giving and about sharing with people who didn't have everything. And there were some people that were not going to have Christmas. Some people were our family that could have not had Christmas that morning. But thankfully, to some generous people in the neighborhood, somebody let them be aware of what my grandmother was going through. And they came in and set this up, and my grandmother and my aunts and uncles were able to have Christmas and have open up a gift that morning. So that was kind of what this was. I contacted my Aunt Susan yesterday and kind of just told her, like, hey, Aunt Susan, I have these ornaments. And she's like, did they have angel hair in the middle of it? Which is really funny because there is an ornament that's on my tree right now. I just kind of took these off, but that has a little crack in it where angel hair used to be. After all these years, I don't know what happened to that angel hair, but it's just real funny because that's how old and how long I've had these ornaments. There was probably many more ornaments. I think I probably have maybe about 7 of them now. But every year I tell my kids about how, you know, Christmas is about giving. And just remember that when Christmas morning comes and you're opening up those gifts, it's not about, you know, who got the latest PlayStation or who got the biggest gift or how many gifts everybody got each. It's about being able to share these moments with your family, because somewhere someone might be waking up without anything or be nervous and scared on how they're going to provide for their children. So don't go through the neighborhood and like bragging about things that you have, because not everybody is as lucky as we are. And to not be, you know, not poke fun about these people, because these people were our people. These people were our grandmothers and my aunts and uncles. So I just want to share that story. That's it.